Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Monday morning, December 15th. How we doing? Good to see you. Good to be seen. All that stuff. How was your weekend? What's going on this week? What needs to be done? What are we avoiding? Hey, what's happened? Coffee's not so bad this morning. You know, yeah, it's all right. Considering just going to black. Screw it. It's cheaper. Roy Dahl with the winner this morning. Yeah. Hope it wasn't an empty netter. Me and you, Roy, hanging up. What's going on, buddy? Coming in at a salve, and good to see you. 8 o'clock Eastern. chilly morning. What do we have here in beautiful downtown Wyndham, Maine? Tim, quick on the trigger this morning. Good to see you. Let me see. We've got, well, it's 14 degrees. Wow. Damn. 14 degrees here. Gonna top out maybe around 20. Awesome. Great. Good morning, Dave from Denver. Catherine Thomas, good to see you. Yeah, what's going on, guys? How we doing today? Yeah, Alex Redmond hopping in at a 9 on a Monday. We like it. I like to see it. Here's Victor coming in. Yeah, cold. Woo. Wendy just took off. She's gonna knock out some errands and Christmas shopping today. A bunch of stuff. And I'm going end line to end line today. I think I finished tonight at 8 p.m. after being a guest speaker for the Pond Professionals Alliance group. So talking about goals and things for 2026. So honored to be asked to do that. Got some initial coaching calls today, kind of introductory stuff, shooting a couple podcasts. Got it all going on. Good morning, Argentina. Good to see you. Yeah, so we're going, as Wendy would say, we're going hard in the paint today, opening up the week with, I've been at it since 4:30, so that'll mean, I don't know, it's like a 16-hour day, something like that. Pass the coffee, please. So, good thing it's not physical labor. So, manual labor, we'd be in a rough shape. So, hey guys, thanks for sharing this out. I appreciate it. Share it while we're on here. That helps as well. Good morning, Jess Novak. I know Roy does that from time to time. I'll see it after. Hey, I'm live with Bob, which is great. So thank you. It takes but a second. And hey, for the first few minutes, I don't say anything very impactful anyway. You don't want to miss it, right? Yeah, great. Tim, you're going to be on that webinar. That's good. I don't know if you have to be part of the PPA to be on that or not. Not sure. I didn't ask Anna, but they were at Bubba's event last year. Got to know them a little bit, so they reached out and said, "Hey, I really liked your talk on strategic planning, goal setting for 2025. Could you come on and do something for 2026?" So, yeah, we'll do that. So, who knows? Maybe I'll pop on and do one. And for you guys and for the people in our community. So we'll see. All I have to do is scratch out 2025 on my book and put 2026 guerrilla style. Yeah. Thank you, Roy. I appreciate it. I got a bunch of shares yesterday, so thank you guys for doing that. I know, you go back and look at your feed and you're like, oh, there's Bob all over my feed. But hey, there's worse things, right? Throw it in your DM and invite somebody. You guys who haven't commented that are here, welcome. Oftentimes I don't see people if they don't comment, so I don't sometimes get, if I bring it up on my phone, I can see, okay, let me turn the volume down here. Sometimes it'll tell me, who's there and who's watching. So I'll keep an eye on that. But good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Good morning, Ian. Where's Locke? Is he in here? I didn't see. Hopefully he's working out this morning and doing his PT. So yeah, good to see you guys. Day 2. Josh Baker, good to see you. Josh, day 2 of talking about overwhelm. Okay, not a bad time of year to be addressing this because it can be like, I had to spend some time yesterday. Actually, hey Ronaldo, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. Spent a fair amount of time this morning just getting my shit together for today. Hey, Stephen Birch, good to see you. You know, I send out a few invites, just direct messages on Facebook. Says, hey, because not everybody sees everything on Facebook, right? And I just said, hey, I'm live this morning, doing my thing. Come and see us. So, Brad Birch, good to see you. Locke is at that job. Oh, cool. Yeah, good deal. So, he'll catch me on a rewind, I'm sure. So, uh, but yeah, I spent a fair amount of time just getting ready, like getting my call outline ready for the daily sales accelerated. Today's Mindset Monday, getting my outline set up for this call, call notes for several discovery calls and onboarding calls within the Rosenberg group. So, um, straight up, straight up work. I'm like, holy crap! A couple of hours goes by in the morning, and I'm thinking, well, I got to get a workout in here somewhere. So we got to figure that out. That's one of my things for 2026 is just prioritizing that and not throwing it over the shoulder when things get busy with work. So do as I say, not as I do, right? So, but hey, we're all a work in progress. So sometimes it's a work in process. Yeah. So anyway, today talking about clarity, okay? And that overwhelm is a clarity problem. If you saw my post, you'll know what we're gonna be hitting today. Most people don't need more time; they need more clarity, guys. Right? It's just like we're just not clear about what it is we're up to and what needs to be done, and and that's where we get overwhelmed. Overwhelm doesn't always come from doing too much. Okay, it comes from not knowing what actually matters right now to do. Like, where should I be spending my time? Michael Moeller, good to see you. When everything feels important, nothing actually gets done well, right? I've come down here and I've shared this with you guys before, even when I was in contract and had a bunch of stuff to do right at this desk and just reach up and shut the laptop, because just the overwhelm is real and you just don't know like where to start. So today I want to talk about that. Okay. Strip back some things that, um, some things that like simplify the noise and kind of help you guys regain control mentally and practically. Okay. Because like I said, when you're overwhelmed, nothing actually gets done well. You're just kind of taking that scattergun approach, right? So all right, I'm going to ask you guys to post a couple things in the chat today. Just make sure everybody's paying attention. All right. Scale of 1 to 10, how overwhelmed do you feel right now? How overwhelmed? I don't care if it's work or personal. How overwhelmed do you feel right now? Pop in the chat. Steve says I get up and do that way I can't miss it. Yeah, yeah, and I may need to do that, Steven. So just because it's that important. Yeah, Alex says a 6. Okay, scale of 1 to 10. How overwhelmed do you feel right now, guys? Dave, somebody called Dave Howard. He's having a problem. He's an 11. Come on now. Yeah, Justin Kohler, cool as a cucumber. Danielle, freaking 10. Yeah. Isn't it though? And some of it's like, thank God for Wendy because she's out knocking out some stuff today so that I can be doing this, right? A lot of 6s and 7s. Okay. This tells me that this topic is landing. Yeah, Dave, I hear you, man. So guys, when I work with high performers like contractors, business owners, they almost all say the same thing. It's usually some version of I just have too much going on. Just have too much going on, right? When we slow down and look at their situation, the problem isn't usually volume. It's this: too many priorities, unclear expectations. We don't know what we're doing. Good morning, Jubal. They don't have a defined win for the day. Like, what's your win for the day? We want to know that. Oh, you want to know that. And they're constantly reacting instead of leading. Okay, and that creates the mental pressure. Overwhelm is what happens when your brain doesn't know what to focus on first, right? It's I'm like, oh, I must have ADD. I don't know. Wendy coming in with a 9. Well, get that stuff done, kid. Don't come back till you do. You're like the UPS driver. Don't come back till the truck's empty. Yeah, Dave, I hear you, man. Yeah, when your brain doesn't know what to focus on first, okay? We had one of those days. I think it was last Friday. We got home Thursday night. We get up and we were like, oh, we got to do this. We got to do that. I go, hang on. Let's come up with the 3 things that move the needle right now. Okay. Yeah. Another one for the chat. How about this? Answer this question. Is your overwhelm coming from too much to do or too many priorities? So just type much or many in the chat. Is your overwhelm coming from too much to do or just too many priorities? Are we making too many things a priority, guys? Yeah, guy. Is it too much to do or too many priorities? What do you think? I got like eights and nines and sixes and sevens. Six. Justin, four, not bad. Danielle coming in with a 10. Yeah. Too many priorities. Too many many. Yeah. Um, too much to do. Okay. All right. Well, hold on to those guys. We're gonna try to help you with that stuff. Okay. Too much to do. I wish I was 4 yins. Oh man. I don't know if Locke would agree with that or not. Maybe he probably would. Too many things to do. Ben Bryant, good to see you, Ben. Thanks for coming. Too much to do, says Wendy. Yeah. So the overwhelm is the brain asking for direction. Like, pick a lane, dude, right? Your mind is a problem-solving machine, okay? But when it doesn't have a clear target, doesn't know what to shoot at, it's just going to spin, okay? Here are some signs of low clarity. And let me know in the chat. Just say yes if you think you have some of these, like racing thoughts, constant task switching, doing this or doing that, doing this, doing that, mental fatigue, right? Definitely, for sure. Emotional shortness, maybe we're being a little quick with people, right? Or feeling behind all day, right? Always feeling behind, never feeling like you're getting there. So, like, your brain isn't broken. It just needs a clear objective. Like, let's set a target, because when everything is a priority, nothing really is it? Like, most overwhelmed people start the day with a long mental to-do list, with no clear priority, no clear ranking on that list. Jubal, yes to all. Somebody call Jubal. He's in trouble. Maybe no finish line, right? And no defined success. Like, what's the win for the day? All of that stuff creates pressure before the day even starts. Like, you ever just woken up and been freaking exhausted? Like, I feel like I didn't even sleep last night. Okay. Leaders don't ask, what do I have to do today? They ask, what actually matters today? And you may have some other stuff that matters, but it might not matter today. Pop it on the shelf. Maybe it's not even, it doesn't matter for the rest of this year, the next couple of weeks. Maybe we just put that as a 2026 thing. Okay. And decrease that overwhelm, right? Bring that down a little bit. Okay. All right. With one word in the chat right now, what's pulling at your attention the most? Just one word. Pop in the chat. One word. What is pulling at your attention the most? I'm going to take a long pull off this coffee. I know we got a little lag in the chat. It's not quite as quick as a Zoom call, but with one word, tell me, what's pulling at your attention the most? Money, leads. Paul Terasuka, good to see you. Okay. Leads, money, hiring. Good morning, Michelle. Yeah. That's real stuff, guys. This was my everyday life when the kids were young and I worked in corporate. Yeah, for sure. Money, leads, hiring, year end, leads. Okay. A day off. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know how you feel this time of year, Dave, right? Yeah, real stuff there, guys. Real stuff. So clarity reduces stress faster than rest does. Okay. Justin says growth. Tim, team members. Yeah. So rest is important too, guys, right? Without rest, clarity doesn't solve overwhelm. You can go as clear as you can be, but if you're working 23 hours a day, you're not getting rest. Steve says structure. Yeah. And back to I think it was Dave's comment. Like, you can take a day off and still feel anxious, right? Why? Because your brain still doesn't know what's important. You just got a little rest. Your brain doesn't know what's next or what can wait. Good morning, Bill Hillstrom. Good to see you, my friend. So clarity calms the nervous system. It's going to get you chilled out a little bit. All right. And you only need clarity on the next right thing. Okay. You don't need a perfect plan or clarity on every single thing. Excuse me. You don't need to solve everything at once. You know what I'm going to say next. Don't try to boil the ocean, right? Okay. The next right step. That's it. Once you take that step, clarity builds momentum. Okay. So this is where I was headed with the stuff in the chat. What is one thing, if you handled it today, would lower your stress the most? Pop in the chat. What's the one thing, if handled today, would lower your stress the most? Work with me on this stuff, guys. Building a structure that brings clarity after the stress. What's the one thing? What is one thing that if you handled it today would lower your stress the most? Yin says hiring. So we need to get a hire. Okay. Who else? Oh, the comments are slow. It's a little bit of a lag. Yeah, guys, unmade decisions create mental drag, right? And that overwhelm will shrink when decisions are made. So if we decide what's the one thing, call back some leads. Yeah, Victor, be on our DSA call today. We're going to talk about some things. 3 hires, Ian says. Yeah. Paul Tarasuk, classify, tag my leads in my CRM. Okay. Yeah. Victor, call back some leads. I'm starting to see a little theme here, right? Bill says finances. Yeah. What's the one thing, if you handled it today, would lower your stress the most? Handle a personal item. Yes. Jubal. Love it. Definitely hiring, Alex says. Have a call meeting with local Votech night school. Good. Yeah. Guys, unmade decisions, right? They create mental drag, like I said. So here are some examples, like avoiding a conversation. I think someone just said it. Maybe that's Jubal. Maybe that's Alex. Okay. Delaying a choice, postponing clarity, or just kind of sitting in the maybe. Yeah, make a plan for the week and do it, Dave says. It's still not too late, Dave. Pull over to the side of the road, after the call and do that if you didn't do it yesterday. Okay. Decision gives you direction. Decision gives you calm. And I remember Steve saying a lot, like, indecision is a decision, right? So not every decision is going to be perfect, but movement beats mental stagnation. So do something, right? Go out and break something so you have something to fix. No, don't do that, right? Yeah, ask yourself this. What am I unclear about right now? Are you unclear about what you want in 2026? What are you unclear about what you can accomplish between now and the end of the year? Where am I avoiding a decision? Make a decision. I heard another quote, at the risk of YouTube guy roasting me and telling me that I'm full of cliches. That I think I heard this from Chris Ty on a podcast. He said, it's easier to correct something that's in motion than it is to get something moving. Just get it moving. Okay. It might not, if you got 80% of the information you need, let's go. Okay. Ask yourself this. What am I trying to do all at once instead of sequentially? One thing definitely comes before the other. Like, Yin, need more, I think it was hiring, right? What are the steps you need to take to be able to hire? Well, I need to place an ad. What are the steps you need to do to place an ad? I need to do these. Boom, 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 right? And get all the way back to the 3 things you probably need to do today that are going to move the needle at some point in the hiring process for you. Yeah, Steven says we're building an AI chat for call and text that follows up with our leads. Perfect. Yeah. And what would clarity look like today for you? Answer that. Write it down. Okay. Write this down today. My number one priority today is, what is your number one priority today? And that if I complete this, today is a win. Number one priority today is, fill it in. If I complete this, today is a win. Who's writing? Anyone? Yeah, Bob, we're writing. Yeah, Dave, make a plan for the week and do it. Let's go, man. Okay. I dare you. Post in the chat. What's your number one priority today? Yin is going to lead the way because we know she's looking to hire. I think Michelle Bunker says leads. What's the number one priority today, Michelle? What are the things we do need to get more leads? Maybe that website's falling flat. Maybe somebody needs their ears pinned back that's handling your SEO. Maybe something needs to be checked. Wendy says, I'm driving. Yeah, then you shouldn't have been posting. Dave says, complete wiring and drywall work. Yeah, boom, get it off the schedule. What is your number one priority today? Declare it publicly. This will help you with a little bit of accountability. Okay. It's gonna help increase that follow through and engagement. Okay. On it. Matt Moore, good to see you, man. 2026 budget. Love it. Yeah, guys, overwhelm doesn't mean that you're failing. All right. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It just means that you need some clarity. So don't let that, oh, I suck. I don't know how people figure this out. Everybody's doing better than me. No, that's not it. Okay. It just means you need more clarity, not hustle. You can't hustle your way out of overwhelm. Completed end of year direct mailing. Yeah, perfect. Marketing. Yeah, absolutely. Accountant resolution, Ben. Yeah, do it. Make some headway on this stuff today. Okay, clarity creates calm. Calm creates better decisions, better decision making, right? And that creates momentum. We're making better decisions. Locke, finally, you're here. We can start. All hands on deck on the project. Yeah, well, thanks for saying hello, man. I appreciate it. Love to see it. Love to see it. So, yeah, the clarity creates the calm, guys. All right. So drop the word clarity in the chat if this rang true with you today. If it resonated with you somehow, just write clarity in the chat. I appreciate you guys that had the courage to post in there what your biggest priority was today to combat the overwhelm. We just start with something simple. Good morning, Peter. Just get yourself a win. Clarity, Matt says. Yeah, get yourself a win. Write down that one thing that because you listened to this today that you're going to do today. Just write down the one thing to you. You don't have to repost it in the chat. Yeah. Give me a fist pump if you're going to share it, huh? How about a fist pump in the chat if you're going to share this? I want to hit 10 today. We just hit 30 people on here, 30, 31. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. This has been awesome to do. We're in the, I don't know what day it is, 250 something. We're in the home stretch, guys, of the 365. And if you think I'm stopping there, you are sadly mistaken. We're going to hit 365 5 days before the end of the year. Because I started 5 days early. But I think we'll take that day and just maybe talk about, how this has impacted you, and I'll share how it's impacted me. So be ready for that. Thank you, Alex. Already shared. Pop a fist pump if you're going to share. Victor, you always share. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, buddy. Stephen Birch, good to see you on here this morning. I know there's people watching that haven't posted in the chat. You guys that I reached out to privately with a DM to hop on, I appreciate you. Try to get my buddy Tom Tritech on here. Tom is he spent his life in the trades and he's retired now. He's down at Fort Myers, so he's had a tough year. Feeling better now, but he's a good friend of mine, and always when he says I'm doing a good job, I know I'm doing a good job. So sometimes he's on here. I'm sure he watches, so we'll get him on here. I told him we need you in the chat, buddy. We need you in the chat. So if you know something, there he is. Daily self-care. Good to see you, Tom. Richard Nordheim, good to see you. Love seeing all you guys. I appreciate you being here. The DSA today, guys, the Daily Sales Accelerator inside our Rosenberg group is going to be straight fire today. I'm coming at you with some stuff for Mindset Monday. So make sure if you're part of our community, you're there. If you'd like to be part of our community, reach out. I'll give you a link for a 7-day trial. You can check that out. And join us. Monday is Mindset. Tuesday, we talk about attacking how to deal with the sales objections. I got to check with the wife. I got to check with the husband. It seems like a lot of money, that kind of stuff. We talk about how to handle that. Wednesdays, we talk about revenue, how to increase your revenue. Matthew Padron, good to see you. Dave, you're doing a great job all around. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Thursdays, we do live sales role plays. So we get good and uncomfortable, right? It's pretty awkward, but I don't know where Dan Bennett is. Somebody called Dan Bennett. Something's going on. No Dan and no Locke today, although Locke jumped on to say hello. And then Fridays is Free Will Friday. So we just bang around whatever anybody's got, bring to the table. Usually I'll bring a topic, but it's me, it's Bubba, it's Richard Nordheim, Steve Rosenberg. One of us usually runs the call. So be the person you would hire. Love to see that, Tom. Yeah, that reminds me of that question we asked last week. Would you work for you? Yeah, that's a good one too. Um, Probably about to jump on now. Yeah, what is it? Is it? Yeah, it's just about 8:22, 8:24. Hey, Dan. Hey, what I miss? Hey, good to see you. No, Bubba. I don't know. Maybe I made him mad. So yeah, he's been doing some traveling. Guys, share it out if you can. We got a busy day here today, going end line to end line. So wouldn't have it any other way. You always know when Bubba's here. That's true because you see the footprint in the chat. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you. I'm gonna let it rip. We're gonna go get a quick breakfast here and get something to eat, get charged up, and get ready for the day. So that's why it's so boring in the chat. We'll spice it up, Ben. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you very much. Please share. I hope this was impactful. Figure out what that one thing is you need to do today just to move the needle. Start there, okay? And maybe think about, okay, what would I like to get done between now and the end of the year? And then take everything else and just put it aside. It's a 2026 thing. We'll deal with that, okay? All right. I appreciate you guys. If you need me, let me know. Reach out. Let me know how I can help you. In the meantime, continue to do good things, work hard, and make sure that the people around you know that you care. All right. I love you. Take care.